That's the intro. That's the intro. Holy shit.
Hey guys, how's it going? Raven here. This is season 2, episode 6 of Old Tricks New Ways, where I take the old tricks I know how to do and I try doing them in new and or unfamiliar ways, or I combine multiple tricks I know how to do in order to learn a new one. Thus, Old Tricks New Ways. And for this episode, I want to try focusing on varial kickflip to fakie. I've had the idea of doing this trick for a while, and it honestly was not anything too crazy, you know? I went to the skate park, had a good session. One of the homies was there. We were having a good freaking time. It was freaking amazing. And yeah, after the session that we both had together, there are a lot more tricks that I want to try in this series, but I'm not going to mention any of them and like at the moment. I'm going to mention those a little bit later throughout the voiceovers and the rest of the video. But enough of me talking because I really want you guys to see this. Hope you enjoy. I chose to go for a quick shove it and a quick pop shove it here on the bank. I've done this before in the past, so it wasn't really anything crazy or super difficult to do, but just a nice little warm up to get my body into the motion of what I would soon later be doing, which is a varial flip to fakie. And after I did those two tricks, I just started going for it. I knew it was going to feel kind of weird at first, but I'm like, hey, just send it and just try to figure out what is going right and what's going wrong and just try to figure out a way to make this stuff stick. And I got close for a few couple attempts, but gradually as time went by, the closer I got, the easier it got. One of the things I realized that I was doing wrong right off the bat was really not staying centered on my board. There were times where I was leaning way too far forward, like that attempt right there. I think there was a time later on where I was leaning way too far back, and it was kind of a bit weird for me to try doing this trick while also trying to stay centered. Usually when I do it on flat ground, I usually tend to lean like way too far forward, but I was able to nip that habit in the butt, and gradually I was able to keep it under me and close to me. And as you could tell from these few attempts here, I actually started to get the full flip and the full motion. So slowly but surely, I'm gonna get it soon. If I am being totally honest, I'm actually quite amazed at how close I was actually starting to get towards this trick. I stuck it right there. My feet were way too far up on the board, definitely a habit that I have to break as well, but it wasn't too bad. I want to make a huge shout out to this guy here. His name is James, and he's a local here at Baldwin Skate Park. If you guys have seen him before, that's because I had him in my documentary that I posted last year called The One That Provides Plenty. And the people at the park, all of us locals, we call him the legend because, well, he's really freaking good, and he wanted to have a little bang session with me, so I'm like, sure, man, why the hell not? And we're just having a good time, we were just enjoying it, and I feel like we were like kind of like hyping each other up and passing this energy between ourselves that just made this session like way more fun than if I did it by myself. And may I also say, this guy is really freaking good at skateboarding, and I'm gonna emphasize it a lot, but he's good at this. Like, I was only going for one trick, this guy was going for like several, and he just kept doing it over and over and over, like hella freaking consistent. It was like blowing my mind, and I'm like, holy crap, like this is fun, like it's so fun to watch. And then I was trying to back him up. I got so close to that barrier flip. I'm like, hey man, you got that shit? Hey man, I got you, next try bro, let's go. Like that was the vibe, man. Like it was just so much fun to do the session with him. Going for a quick little kickflip to fakie right there. He just did a freaking fakie kickflip on the bank before this. Backside flip he's going for, like I swear. Like this was so fun to watch. Like, you can't see it on my face because I'm just so mesmerized by it, but just sitting here editing this and watching this, I'm like, bro, this is amazing. right over here is when he also got the half cap flip. Like all the tricks that he's trying to do, I should be doing this for Old Tricks New Ways, or at least some of them, you know? I mean, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. I've imagined myself doing half cap flips on the bank as well. I've wanted to try doing it on the hip, and I've gotten close, but I think maybe trying it on the bank first and getting more control of doing that trick fakie and going up something will definitely make doing it on the pyramid so much easier. This is gonna sound so obvious. I'm amazed I didn't think about this before, but I think one of my worst habits when it comes to me skating banks is focusing so much on flicking that I kinda like forget to pop. I landed it right there and it was pretty freaking good, but the homie Jay, who I've mentioned before in the past and I think maybe 2 or 3 videos, mentioned that when it comes to doing tricks on pyramids and hips, sometimes you gotta focus more on the pop. I tried to focus so much on my scoop that it was kind of throwing me off. Had I maybe taken my toes off from hanging off the board and really tried to focus more on just popping and basically just letting the board just scoop itself naturally on its own, I would have gotten it a little bit better there. And he told me that after I landed it. I haven't done fakie tray flip in a good freaking while, but seeing him doing this kind of makes me want to try this trick too, so I'm going to be adding this trick to my list. I haven't been skating as crazy consistently as I have before in the past, but I still have tray flips down decently well, so if I get those nice and dialed again, I'm going to try doing this just like how he did. Well, obviously not exactly like him, but I still want to give it a try because it looks like a lot of fun. And it looks pretty doable, and the way he did it was super freaking clean. I gotta commend him for that. I tried practicing doing the varial flip the way that Jay mentioned to me on flat, and it felt kind of awkward having my toes not hanging off for it, but I tried to do it anyways. I got close multiple times and then my camera fell, which was pretty funny. That's the intro, by the way, as I said before. But it was kind of different, but when I tried to just focus more on popping down, it helped, and it worked, and I landed it, and it was kind of shocking to me. I didn't think that was going to be the one. And then the homie James comes back with a beautiful freaking varial heel flip right there. This was such a fun session, man. I enjoyed this a lot, and you know, honestly, I wouldn't change a thing. This was great. I loved it so much. It's gonna be one of my favorite episodes of this series.
I got what I wanted. That was better.
No, that was way better than your first one.